it's been fun. Like you said, I just sit down and put something on TV or whatever and do it.
I
And
can't watch so I tried to watch a Gundam series and like had to put it in English and then okay, I do want to say one thing. I'm sorry to get on a tangent here. I know you said you had a lot to talk about. So anime and the translation, and I wonder sometimes based on the translation if it's spiced up a little bit to make it seem more Americanized, and I assume that's the case. But when I was watching Gundam, there were a few times where I paused it and went to look at the subtitles because they didn't match the words. Because the words I heard, I was like, "Why is this in it?" Like, so an example, somebody gets hurt, and it in the Japanese version, he says, "What do you think you're doing?" And the English voice acting says, "What did you just do, you bitch?" Talking to a woman, which I was like, why did they throw that word in there when it's not in the subtitle? Like, why did they? Why? I mean, I feel like I'm sorry. I know we're getting a little bit, but it just seemed like Why did they put that word in there? Like,
I will say two things. Is one, yeah, absolutely, localization and translation. There's like two different aspects to it where they do try to
spice up the story.
I don't know about spice up all the time, but just westernize, or the way that they even choose the translation, because there's not a one-to-one.
That's what
for things.
Right, exactly.
And sometimes too, like there might be a word that I don't know what they said in Japanese, right? They may have said some kind of insult like idiot or something, but there's not necessarily a one-to-one word. So they just chose bitch. I don't really
But why
know.
is it not in the sub? Like,
And that's another thing is the subtitles also are not a one-to-one.
It's three people writing this fucking shit. Like, that's what I guess is frustrating.
The Japanese, and then when they come out with subtitles for like just subbed version, that's not necessarily the subtitles for what they decide to do with the dub, which is what's annoying.
Right.
So whatever the English voices, they have to have their own. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know which one's right, but there's a whole lot of stuff out there about.
It just seemed like that was. It just seemed like that was the one. Like, it annoyed me because like that I've heard "damn" in that show. The one time I hear the word "bitch," it was towards a woman, and like it wasn't in the subtitles, right? Like, I felt like if it was in the subtitles, then maybe that's fine. It's a kids television show, TV 14, and I felt like it was an Americanized way of saying, like, I don't know. It just felt like I wish I didn't hear it. You know, I don't know. It
like I
seems weird.
said, it might be that the subtitles left out whatever insult they used to. I don't know.
That is 100% correct. And honestly, the only way I should be listening to it is just learning how to speak Japanese. And,
I don't have time for that. But
people have said the same stuff about Squid Game. Because, like,
it's not just anime.
First of all,
right. Okay, I shouldn't have said that.
No, I know,
but that's the jumping off point. People have said that the Squid Game, like, English audio, is horrible, and you shouldn't ever listen to that because it just completely takes all the emotion out of the original.
Same with Dark. Do not watch Dark. Watch it, dude. And honestly, I would love to watch the anime. I can't hear it though when I'm building Gundam. Right?
Yeah, I haven't been watching anime while I'm building.
Anyway,
but so somebody on TikTok posted a native Korean speaker or somebody that knows it fluently was like, these subtitles are not doing justice what they're actually saying.
Yeah, and
she referenced some part where one of the women says something important and it gets misconstrued, and she was like, they really meant this, but they say this, and there's a whole deeper meaning that you're missing. And so it's unfortunately, like, it still stood up as being good, but you have to wonder how much you're actually missing.
Yeah, I mean, I think, like I said, that's always a problem, and we can go back to like 4Kids dubs where they called the onigiri the like rice balls jelly donuts because they assumed kids wouldn't in the West would be like, why are they eating rice balls? Like, what is that? No one's gonna know what onigiri is.
And dude, for the longest time, I thought those were
dude. Playing
donuts.
Kirby, it's one of the items you can get to heal you, and I just was like, he's eating donuts. I don't know. And when it's cartoon, like they're triangles with the seaweed wrap,
But it
piece,
looks like
it's white.
It looks like a white powdered donut.
yeah,
Yeah,
like you
it
wouldn't
totally
think
does.
about it. So I don't know. It's stuff like that, and I mean, there's a lot of stuff.
I was just gonna say it bothers me. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's some shows I've watched where I've looked up like, what is this character actually saying? Or
Yeah.
depending on what version of the subtitles you get, they'll have like a catchphrase or something that is different because they're people who are trying to get it translated in a way that makes more sense. So I don't know. I get you. I think that's always been a weird thing. I know with manga, a lot of the times they have like translator notes where they'll put something in there and say, hey, the words that they actually used mean this, but that doesn't really make sense for like Western audience. So we're going to use this throughout. So they let you know that we're taking liberties. And
I wouldn't be surprised though, in that instance, if the subtitles were updated to fit the times better. To be a
Yeah,
little
well,
bit.
no.
I know
So
you
this
mentioned
one
it, but
is
a
brand-
little bit more politically correct.
This one is brand new.
Oh, it is.
Well,
Okay.
fair. I mean, not brand
Never
new,
mind.
but it's what Gundam. It was Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans, which is a
It's-
fairly newer one.
yeah,
2015. I think the newest one is it's not Breaker or
I have no idea what the newest one would
Breaker
be.
Battle Log. That one is that one was 2021. So that one, yeah, that's the one that I keep finding the model kits for.
Yeah, I mean,
Anyway,
I don't know. I'll just say that I feel like you always got to take it with a grain of salt. I never believe. I don't know. There's a lot of times where you just wonder if that's exactly what they said because there's not direct translations.
yeah.
And that was the weirdest thing for me, even in high school learning Spanish. Like I always tried to translate the words in a sentence, and you don't really do that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.